So, The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott and is probably one of my favorite movies this year. The Martian is one of my favorite movies. If I do a top 10, it will be on my top 10. And basically, it's a story of Matt Damon stranded on Mars. And this movie was fantastic. I just saw it. I actually just came back from the theatre, and it was so great. And, that's why I was already excited. I was already excited before that, way before the movie came out. I was just looking at random trailers, and that came up, and I watched it, and I was like, that could be good. And then I heard that it was about to come out, so I was like, you know what, I should watch this. Because so I went back and watched the trailer like 56 times. That's not an exaggeration. But, that was a very good choice by me. It was, it's very, at some points, you almost want to crack up laughing, but no one else in the cinema was laughing, so I was like, I should keep this to myself. But, this movie, it's funnier than I thought it was gonna be, because, a man stranded on a planet alone isn't very funny, but Ridley Scott definitely pulled it off in this movie. And Matt Damon plays Mark Watney, who is stranded on a planet. And this movie has a great plot. It's based on a novel by Andy Weir, I think his name is. I don't know. But, and, Matt Damon pulls off this role perfectly, and the weird thing is it's a lot funnier than I thought it would be, because, but Matt Damon manages to somehow make it funny when he's stranded alone on a planet. He's got nothing, got no friends. But if you guys don't know, there's not going to be any spoilers in this. But I'm going to tell you about the pros and the cons, because every movie has something wrong with it, or a few tiny bits that are bad. And well, this movie has a lot of things that are good. So one of the things that I found was a little bit, well, to me it was just boring. I don't like the whole Earth part overall. I'm okay with it, because, they have to have it. But I just want to be on Mars with Matt Damon for the whole movie. And, the very start where he has to, pull the shrapnel out of him. But when you see him quickly pull it out, I didn't really, I don't know, I felt like when he pulled it out it went too fast. I don't know. But then again, he had to get tweezers and pull out the last bit. And I like him stapling it together. That does sound pretty bad, but he does staple himself together. And there's actually another scene after that where he says that the staples broke, and you can just see him holding over where the shrapnel went through. Matt Damon was obviously the best actor in this movie, in my opinion. And, there's Jessica Chastain, Sebastian Stan, the girl from Fantastic Four. There's, Jeff Daniels from coming off the success of Dumb and Dumber 2. So, yeah, and they are all good actors. There's obviously a lot more that I just can't think of the top of my head. It's a very fun movie, because to me, it kind of has a Mad Max kind of colorization, where, it's orange or yellowish, and then when it's nighttime, it's got that kind of bluish glow. I like that. And, I don't know, I like the whole scene with him growing the potatoes. That, to me, that's just a cool scene, because I guess no reason, I just liked it. Ridley Scott, this is probably my favourite movie that I've ever seen him create. Saying that, I haven't actually seen any he's created. Don't kill me. I don't know. I've seen parts of Prometheus, I've seen parts of Alien, I've seen parts of Halo Nightfall. But anyway, if you want a good movie to go watch, this is in cinemas right now. This is at the top of the list, and it makes you really feel like you're on Mars. To me, it does, at least. It feels like he's actually on Mars, not just on another place than Earth, filming it. A lot of this movie is just him talking to himself over basically how I'm talking to you guys right now. But it's not as hard to understand as Interstellar. Interstellar was, a lot of sciencey shit. And Interstellar's also got Matt Damon, so... But, in that movie he's more of a villain. I don't like that at all. I don't like thinking about that. now that I've seen The Martian, which is going to be a day one Blu-ray purchase, even though it is a lot of money. It's like $29.99 for. But I'm gonna buy that as soon as it comes out because it's Matt Damon. But yeah, if you guys want a movie to watch that's really fun, you don't. It got 94 on like Rotten Tomatoes or something. So you've got to at least watch it, even if it's not in the cinemas, which, you know, you should see it in cinemas because it looks a lot better in the cinemas. But yeah, if you want to have some fun at the movies and also see a man take out some shrapnel out of himself, then yeah, Martian's probably for you. So yeah, if I had to give this a rating, I'd probably give it about an A. I'll give it an A. I was gonna say A+, but then I was like, no. It's not. It is like it's not like Mad Max where I could just like slip into watching it at any time. Like if it was on like Foxtel, I could just go straight into watching it. I actually probably could go watch The Martian again right now, but it's not until 8:55 p.m. So you know that's a while away. Go watch this movie. A. I gave it an A, so it's approved. It's Ridley Scott. He's made Aliens, so people like that movie, I guess. Prometheus, a lot of people didn't really like. Exodus, Gods and Kings. But you know what? Go watch this movie. Popcorn fun. I didn't finish my popcorn, but you know, it's a good movie.